Ed.
I mean, like, how do I watch it though? I can't watch it on my phone.
You could watch it on your phone.
But I don't.
Right? You're on?
I'm not playing poker though.
I'm telling you, I'm streaming because you share your voices.
Oh yeah. Yeah, about to hit your foot one more time, bro. I'm gonna lose my fucking
Cause
What?
Yo, I won last night.
Oh. Yeah.
you playing, Norm?
Yeah. I had ace high.
Norm, you get your stimulus check?
Or what did I have on? At 4-9. My bad. 4-9 club. Nah, hell nah. You?
Nah, that bitch Milton said she got hers.
What Milton talking about?
She got her stimulus check.
She got a stimulus check.
Come on, stand up.
Yeah, that's what I just said, bro.
Milton, I guess the bitch Milton talking about she got a stimulus. It was an April Fool's joke. I guess.
For real?
Well, she people playing around. People still do. She was doing that shit when I was 10 too, nigga. That stupid ass April Fool shit.
She didn't.
It ain't the time to be doing April Fool shit.
It ain't the time.
It's too old. This niggas is too old and grown for that shit nowadays. I got a fever.
Unless I eat, you know what I mean?
What that nigga talking about?
Pull your titties out in front of your boyfriend. You know what I mean? Be an April Fool.
What you got, Raymond? You fall nigga. You the fall nigga.
Damn, I had the 9.
There he goes. There he fucking goes. What, dude? What?
What?
Shut your fucking mouth, would ya? You feel me though?
Well, then mute me then. What do you want?
What do you want? That's what you want?
I'm checking.
I got Jack 7. I'm out.
I got 2 burgers.
2 burgers? No, you don't.
That shit just hit his chin up.
Got subs and shit, dude.
What kind of subs you got, no? You got plural, nigga?
Oh, fuck yeah.
It was
Steak and chicken finger.
Buy one, get one again?
Yeah. Cause a nigga get hungry like me, dog.
Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight,
I got weigh 148 pounds.
Forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now,
and I had some breadsticks though, banging. Cuz
you weigh 148 pounds?
Nah, I weigh like 160.
This is disgusting.
I like 160.
I like. Don't mad at me, nigga. All I hear when you say that shit is like you trying to make fun of me for having a deep voice, and you're over there weighing 110 pounds like a little bitch. You feel me?
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards.
You feel me?
Agile, nigga.
Shit gay.
Yo, dad. Aisle, motherfucker. I got tops for 2 days, cuz we good. Yeah.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, I didn't want to raise, cuz.
Trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally,
I didn't even want to do any of that.
As the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Nah, fuck you.
This is Gallman. Slipped one tackle, but no
That's what I told your mom. I saw my shoes.
It'll go set up third down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive of your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
They call him Normie. Yeah, he comes a storming. Yeah.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Charlie.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it.
Olabisi.
Right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards, first down Vikings.
Who's that?
So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when
I
the
just
league's going to figure it out
He's
because
talking about
everyone
it.
throws it on 3rd down.
What do I got?
Pressure, so you want the
8,
ball
9
in the hands
off.
of the quarterback
Fuck out
quickly.
there.
It's a 3-step route ordinarily,
Niggas is
and you're
asshole.
throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit
200 mark. We'll see. Makes sense though, doesn't it? Have we ever?
That's just going to naturally continue. Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now Gallman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Here's Gallman. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the Bengals' 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Lucky 48. Say. Yellow. Hey, Zoo.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a third and 10.
Mike 50. Let's go one more. Let's go.
Now Cousins. And that's caught by Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
All day, just like that.
Running the jet sweep, Landry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Gallman will run it. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Let's go. Check. Crouch.
The carry here for the big tight end. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Watch safety creeping on that. Safety's creeping. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Tight door.
play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Check, hey, alert, alert. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch twist.
Now Joe Mixon. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
What you got?
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second down, here's Mixon. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Check 50. Middle.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Landry. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Check. Switch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. And we remind you, coming up at the half. We'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Alert, alert, alert. 55 is my guy, 55.
To throw is Rosen. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Monday. 58 to Mike. 58.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
50, Mike, 50. Black. You can't block me. You can't. Hey, Alpha. Check nickel. Hey. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Gun. Watch the curl. What's that?
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Pick it up, Go.
Throwing is Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. They were looking for Johnson that time. The Bengals drive about to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got it. Check. He's checking. Hug. Hug.
Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Rosen. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go. Alert. Back. Middle. Check.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run again here with Gallman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. They'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
That's the run.
Now a handoff looking right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Cousins to throw it. And this one complete to Smith. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. They're going to Gallman here on the screen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now they try the right side here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Down to the 25. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Mike 50.
Cousins. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. On the ground, it's Gallman again. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing, Cousins, and down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Sam Hubbard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
That's it, baby. We go first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I'm coming. 80. 55. Here we go, D. All day. Hey, exit. All day. What do you got?
Now Rosen. Airing one out for Boyd. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Rosen got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the gun again to Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Once again, they run with Mixon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. Alert, flare, alert, flare, flare, flare. Pause, Monday. Check.
And some room to work. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also
offensive linemen so used in this situation. They don't care that lineman yet. They like to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
Cousins. That's complete to Goldman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Cousins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Good job.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Cousins to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Sam Hubbard in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Here's Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Cousins on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Rosen to a knee, and that ought to do it. So this one.